Hello, my friends, and welcome to Conversation Tips. In each of these videos, we will briefly explore a grammar concept that will help you improve your conversation skills. In mini lesson number 1, we will focus on the word like. Like has many uses in English. It is most often used as a noun, a verb, or a preposition, but occasionally even as an adverb, an adjective, or a conjunction. Today, we will focus on using like as a verb. More specifically, we will focus on what you can do after using like as a verb. So after the verb like, we typically use a noun or another verb. For example, if you use it as a noun, you can say something like this: I like pizza. Pizza is a thing. Pizza is a noun. So I can say, I like pizza. In a similar way, I like Bozeman. Bozeman is a place. Bozeman is a noun. So I can say, I like Bozeman. You can also use another verb after like. And in this case, you need to use the infinitive form of this verb. For example, I like to draw. I like to sing. Now, my friends, it gets a little bit more complicated if we want to discuss activities. Because if you want to use the name of an activity, you need to use the noun form. And the noun form is usually the simple form of the verb, the action of this activity, plus ing. For example, maybe you like to cook. So you can use cook, that's the simple form of this verb, plus ing, and that makes cooking. Maybe you like to read. So we have read, that's the simple form, plus ing equals reading. Cooking and reading can be nouns. Maybe you are thinking, oh, Joanna, I thought those were always verbs. And we will discuss this later. Cooking and reading can be verbs too, but they are also used as the name of these activities. We call this form, so nouns with ing, they are called gerunds in English. Let's look at a few more examples of gerunds. Watching TV is relaxing. Watching is the name of this activity. It doesn't mean I am doing it right now, but it means I enjoy this activity. Watching TV is relaxing. Here is another example. Traveling is one of her hobbies. Traveling is the name of this activity. And finally, here, smoking is bad for your health. Smoking is the name of this activity. In these sentences, my friends, watching, traveling, and smoking are nouns. They are gerunds. Now, after the verb like, you can use a gerund too, because remember, gerunds are nouns, and we can use a noun after like. For example, I like listening to music. I like listening to music. Or I like painting. I like painting. Here, listening and painting are both gerunds. They are the names of the activities I enjoy. So, my friends, if you want to discuss an activity after like, remember you can use the noun form, which for many activities is this gerund form. I like reading. But you can also just use the verb form because remember, verbs are actions. So you can also say, I like to read. In grammar, these two sentences are a little bit different, but in conversation, they are the same. So it's okay to say, I like reading, and it is okay to say, I like to read. Both of those sentences have the same meaning in conversation. However, my friends, it is not correct to say, I like read. I like read is not the correct way to say this concept in English because we must have ing to make the noun reading, or we need to make the verb to read. So I like read is not correct. In a similar way, it is also not correct to say I like to reading because I am using both to and ing, and I only need one. So I can't use both of them. I need to choose one and say I like reading or I like to read. My friends, one more thing. Again, maybe you are thinking, Joanna, what is the difference? What is the difference if I use cooking as a noun or as a verb? How do I know? So let's look at these two sentences. I like dancing and I am dancing. Here, dancing looks the same in both sentences, but in one sentence, dancing is a gerund, and in one sentence, dancing is a verb. Because English, you are crazy. Let me tell you the difference, my friends. If you say, I like dancing, it means I enjoy this activity. I enjoy dancing. It doesn't mean I am doing it right now, though. So I like dancing just means I enjoy this activity. In this sentence, I like dancing. Dancing is a gerund. It is the name of the activity. But if you say I am dancing, you have the verb to be. I am. And if you have the verb to be plus this verb with ing, now you are talking about something you are doing right now. So I am dancing. Not very well, but I am dancing. Okay. So if you see the verb to be as a helping verb, we are using the present progressive. And the present progressive tells us an activity we are doing right now. So, my friends, it is really the verb to be that tells us if this word dancing is a noun or a verb. If the verb to be is there, it means dancing is a verb that is happening right now. If the verb to be is not there, then the ing word is probably a gerund, the noun, the name of an activity. Okay, my friends, let's practice. I have a question for you so you can practice this grammar concept. So, my question is, what do you like to do in your free time? What do you like to do in your free time? You can share your answer with me by posting in the comments, sending me an email, or making your own video. And whether you are typing or speaking, I want you to focus on using like as a verb and what are the possibilities after like. I will give you a couple examples. For me, I like to spend time with my family. To spend time is the verb form of this action. I like to spend time with my family. Now, I could also say, I like spending time with my family. I also like extreme sports. I like snowmobiling and I like caving. Here, extreme sports is a noun. I also like to travel. I like to travel is correct. I like traveling is also correct. And finally, I like practicing English with you. My friends, I hope that you learned something in this video. But if you have any questions, please email me at joanna.stratman@bsd7.org. I am always happy to answer any questions that you have. And remember, practice, practice, and never give up.